Hello everybody, Dan TCV, TheCriminalViolin here. Welcome to another geography challenge. This one's going to be very different than I normally do because I am officially going to do GeoGuessr. Now, I actually have not done GeoGuessr once, and I only first ever watched anything of GeoGuessr last night, actually, from a YouTuber known as Lost in the Pond, or Lawrence. Anyway, and it turned out that my assumptions that I had about GeoGuessr, which is my assumptions were actually the main reason why I wasn't actually doing anything with GeoGuessr at all. I wasn't willing to pay attention to it. Well, it turns out, yeah, that my assumptions were all, well, not all, but most of them were incorrect, and it doesn't function, isn't the way that it is, oddly enough. So, what I am going to do is I am going to officially now join in on the fun. And today we're going to do something specific I have planned. Let's do this one. It has 1,000 plus locations because it's going for 100,000 citizens or over, which is kind of what I was looking for. So let's do this one. This is what I kind of had in mind. One free game today. That is really fucking stupid that that's even a thing. I hate that so much. Let's do it! Alright. Let's take a look, say. I like how there's just somebody that's parked and the bark dust in the landscaping. That's always nice. Let's see here. There's always that one person, it seems like. I don't know why it seems a little... Ooh, whoops. A little bit familiar. I probably shouldn't feel familiar, but it does for some weird reason. I doubt these are actually city buses. It's like they're a care facility nearby or something, perhaps. It's a slightly, I want to say office/industrial type thing, but then these look like apartments or tenements, whatever you want to consider them. So I'm going to say somewhere northeast off the bat. Just has this, the buildings and the feel of the build looks and feels kind of that way. Trying to look for any potential landmarks. That's a building I probably should try to memorize. Then, I don't know. Because this doesn't really look like it's a park necessarily. It might be a park. I don't think it is. Keep you outside of a school, but I kind of feel like it's more like a hospital or care facility is what I feel like that would be. Oh yeah, this, as soon as I get here into the intersection, I'm like, oh man, this opens up. It still looks vaguely familiar for some reason. I think maybe what it is that somewhere inside of me, it actually says Jackson. I was gonna say it feels like Boston for some reason, even though it doesn't really look like Boston. It says Jackson, which means it could be Mississippi. No, yeah, Massachusetts. General what? General Hospital? Oh yeah, I was right. I said, just as I saw these buses there, there's this one and then this one. I was like, I bet it's near a care facility. I wasn't wrong, and I said it feels like Boston, Massachusetts. Are you shitting me? What? But this is Jackson, so I guess it's the name of the hospital, I suppose. Hospital, Massachusetts General Hospital. Oh yeah, Jackson Gray Cox. Huh. Jackson's Gray Cox. I'm sure I'm not the first person to get really immature at that. Blossom Street. Information. Yeah, see, there's a T for the MTA or MBTA. Sorry. Massachusetts Bureau. What is Bureau? No, it would be something Boston. Transportation Administration or Association or something like that. But that was right. Like, what the heck? I don't really pay much attention to anything in Boston. I don't think I've ever seen anything inside of central Boston in terms of pictures before. Oh yeah, the T. Again. Huh. Wow, that was weird. I just looked there like it feels like it's northeast. Probably Boston. I didn't want to guess where it was. I wanted to... How do you do this? Oh, okay. That's how you do it. Go to Boston, Mace. Boston, Mace. Boston, boys. Would you like a box from Boston, boys? Boston, Mace. I could go, like, really specific. Or I could just select Boston. It doesn't feel downtown enough. Although it is downtown because Massachusetts General Hospital. So it's like right. It didn't feel like there's a loop in there though. There's a green space, which looks like it might have been one nearby. Okay, I'm trying to figure out the orientation. So we're facing. Okay. Yeah, where it is. It's disassociated for me because this looks like it should be. The road should be going like this, not this. No matter what way I'm going to orient my picture here, it's going to feel like that. But I know it's basically right in this facility area. So this is. It's going to be anywhere within here or over here. I'm going to go with. It is across the main street, so I'm going to have to say it's over. It's directly across. I want to get too close and just like completely reveal it. So I'm going to go with here-ish. That's what I'm going to do. Let's see how far. 99 yards. This is where I selected. It was right here. Sweet. I kind of had a feeling it might have been a little further off to the side, but I just selected. 99 yards away. How very nice. That's actually really freaking rad. Okay, next locale. These look real oddly familiar already, too. Why do certain things look familiar? This is the weird thing for me, is a lot of this stuff automatically looks really familiar, even though I have no familiarity with probably really anywhere outside of just basically the Portland area or the Seattle area. Two places I've been, Reno, Nevada, third city I've been to. That's about it. Anything in Oregon or Washington, west of the Cascades, or in Oregon, obviously east of the Cascades through Bend. And then Reno, Nevada. That's basically it. Oh, you know what? That feels very Vegas-y. And now that I think about it, there is that sudden contrast between the Strip, so where all the tourists go, and so where everybody thinks Vegas, and then there's the actual Las Vegas, which is, lower middle class, upper lower class, I want to say. But then again, that is all this is right here. But that just looks way too much like Vegas. I was originally going to say, because of this and this, where it's facing, I want to say San Diego. Off the bat, it was like the first thing I thought of. But this also could be Florida. And yeah, the Miami area does have this kind of stuff too. But it could be Miami. So, I'm thinking either Miami, Las Vegas, or San Diego. It does say something, doesn't it? No, it doesn't. That's just windows and a weird thing cut off by that. Here's a bunch of graffiti. It doesn't really say much, though. Fantastic Sam's Hair Salon. Fantastic Sam's. Fantastic. Isn't there like some prominent building somewhere? I guess, you know what? No, it's not. What I'm thinking of, because the X's design in that and the coloration of it, I'm thinking of a much bigger building. It's the Renaissance Tower in Dallas, Texas. That's what I'm thinking of. So there's a billion different Dallases. Nick's Pension Group. The 401k specialist. That doesn't seem shady at all. Does actually seem legitimately shady to me. There's nothing that really vibes with me, though, being Florida, because Florida was, especially South Florida, was effectively built by Cubans. So I don't really feel anything Cuban enough. Actually, that ending looks, and even that looks really, it suddenly comes off as Indonesian to me. Obviously, it's somewhere in the U.S. Where is this? That looks like that's a airport tower. So the airport might be stuffed right in there, which would be even more likely to be, I feel like, California. So I want to say downtown is more likely that way-ish. This is more likely the tourist area, and then this is just your everyday residents back here. type of things. I'm not sure which way to go. I feel like this way is going to actually be a better bet to try and figure out where the hell I am. Like, what language is that? It just screams like... Okay. Hawaii? Bikoy. It just feels very Indonesian-like to me. Might not be. Oh, that's a news station thing. KHON 2. Okay, yeah, this is California. I'm pretty damn sure that's California. KHON, I'm pretty sure it's California. I'm gonna say this is San Diego, because that is one of the first things I thought of when I first saw this. I'm like, San Diego, and then I turned around and I'm like, Las Vegas. I'm gonna say it's somewhere in San Diego because I think KHON is in San Diego. Chula Vista, somewhere around there. I don't know where to put this. It doesn't really feel properly downtown. I'm gonna go with like somewhere. I really feel there's a park around. I don't really feel like I'm too close to. Okay. Because that really does look like an airport tower, but it looks like it belongs to this building. It's not behind, but it could be. Main terminal will be over here, so actually it could be down here. Somewhere in Coronado. But I don't know if that's more suburban or not. That is leading to a bridge, but that doesn't say much. I don't really see any chance of merging streets either. So it wouldn't be on that further than on the island, I would think. I mean, there might be a merge somewhere around here, but I don't think so. So, somewhere back there, that is. Otherwise, this just leads straight to like a bridge. So I don't know. I could look at a street, but I feel like that's a little bit too much of a giveaway. Plate, lunch, and drink. All right, well, I'm going to take a gander, and I'm going to say... it looks really close. I don't know if it is that close, though. I don't think it's too close to this, but I don't think it's too close to the others. Just the way the layout is what's throwing me off here. I'm going to go with... Either I got to go somewhere around here, I feel like, or I got to go somewhere around here. And I'm going to go with... I could just place dead in the water, and that would get me at least a little closer. Just in case. Like, somewhere like right about here-ish. Be pretty central. But I don't really feel like that's fair either. I don't know. This building, it just throws me off so far, though, because it really does look like it belongs to this building. But then if it does, what kind of a place has an observation deck like that? Just randomly built onto the top of the damn building. Okay, I can't go up here. I can't go up there, apparently. And wow, that threw me way further. Oh my god, where the hell did I end up here? What? Oh, hang on, you just tossed me halfway across the damn city. Are you kidding? There's another thing that's Asian, look at that. Another thing I think. I don't know, this is too close to that way, but I don't remember what direction they were in. I think... Okay, yeah, actually I do. I would need to go back this way. Where am I now? I'm still not in the right place. Where did you throw me to? I'm sad. I just got further away. This doesn't help me at all. You dicks. Well, obviously, I think I should be this direction then, I would assume. Except I can't go that way? What? What? How can I not go that way? What the heck? Oh my god, I can only go one way, but then as soon as I go that way, it just doesn't work. How the heck? Yeah, and then I can only go back the same way again. I'm just stuck in a parking lot now. How the frick did that happen? Oh, that's BS. Nipponese. Crap. Well, I'm just gonna take a slash at it. It could actually be down here in like National City area. And then again, it could still be in Chula Vista area too. I don't know. I don't think so. It could be. Oh my god, it was Honolulu? It was Honolulu, Hawaii? Where the fuck was the mountains? I took like that was his own video pretty much. Oh, that's so deeply familiar. And this one I know it's familiar. In fact, you got a baseball stadium there. It'd be a velodrome or something, but this is really familiar. I don't know why entirely, but that is very familiar looking. Yeah, that skyline is. And it's small enough. This is obviously Midwest. Well, you know, Plains/Midwest. I don't know where exactly it would be, though. The Foundry. Everywhere has a foundry and brick and barrel in their older districts, don't they? Sheesh. Get some variety. Is that a Gatorade trailer, really? Sinatos, Rolmek, Mechanical, Pizza. It's a park sign. Rivergate Park. Merwin. I think that's Columbia. Doesn't help, but that's okay. I just want to get nearer to, you know, downtown. Man, this is... I tell you, this is like every other decent sized to big sized city in the US because there's always a bunch of places that ran down, and one of those places that ran down with a random decent place like that, little built-in addition place like that, is almost always the industrial districts because industry has shifted so much here to such a different thing that these old school, you know, brick and mortar industries just kind of are falling apart. They're just getting ignored because there's not much to do with them. And then even the companies that own them, though they can afford to repair them, I guess they kind of think, well, why would I do that? St. Mary's Cement Terminal. Okay. 1771 Columbus Road. A hit. Oh, is that a police precinct? What the fuck? Like Serwick building or something like that? No, I think it's something else. It's probably like a brotherhood type of thing. Gating codes in the brotherhood. Oof. Yeah. There's so many places like this in actually Portland itself. It's incredible. It's just like all this shit. You can tell that the city puts no money into it. The county doesn't really put money into it. Cleveland. This is Cleveland? I mean, I know it's falling apart and it's running down really hard, but center gravity place. This is Cleveland? Really? This doesn't look like Cleveland to me. This looks further southwest than that. It looks like somewhere closer to like the Mississippi. I think that's a police car. Police charger up front. Oh, we just had it for a snack for a minute. This is Cleveland. Really? I can't get over that. How is this Cleveland? The skyline doesn't even look like it's Cleveland. I know there's a lot of places that have the Cleveland Clinic that's outside of Cleveland, obviously, but I just want to get up to this car. Now it's just a dart. A modern dart. Intuition. I don't know. Yeah, that's Flats District of Cleveland, I guess. Huh. Oh, you know what? Now that I think about it, yeah, you know, these bridges do kind of occur somewhere in Ohio. Speaking of Ohio, you have Columbus, Cincinnati, Columbus, I guess Cleveland. All have the same kind of ran down bridge types. There is something about their bridges and then what's built around and under them that does scream Ohio. I guess it's Cleveland. Oh wow, I actually got oddly close, but it's basically Detroit. that I accidentally clicked on. That's Colombiner, obviously. There's Clefland. Flat district or flats district. It's probably somewhere around this train yard area. It definitely doesn't look that close to downtown, but it could be. You like heights. Chihuahua Heights. Oh, Brooklyn! The only city train wants to Detroit away. La Cleveland. Call the center. Yeah, there's a big part of me that just doesn't feel confident in the fact that it actually is Cleveland. Certainly could be, though. You slid really far. You know, what way did it feel like I was facing? It feels like I'm to the west. But I could have that dyslexic. I could have that kind of reverse in a weird way. I was pretty much right next to the river. And I still am, obviously. There is quite a few bridges. I think it's around here. The Tremont area. I'm going to go with somewhere around here. I don't really feel like there's a park anywhere nearby. Again, actually, no. You know what? There could be a park stuffed in there. And these bridges. That is a lot of bridges. All kind of crunched together, isn't it? It could even be over here. In fact, these two bridges are really close together, closer than these. So I just have to judge like how close these bridges really are. Also, their angles could help, because it looks like these could even merge. I don't think they do. So actually, I could be around here too. But which side would I be on? Obviously, I'd be over here. But now put me on the east side of downtown, wouldn't it? Well, sort of. This would get me pretty accurate to where I feel like I am in orientation to it. I should be more, I feel like. You know, there is. This would be turning the opposite direction unless this is this one, and then I'm actually over here. Which also could be. Wait, that's another bridge right there, isn't it? Right? That looks like a red gate, like an entry to a bridge. How is there so many bridges? I know I'm basically right on the river. So. Oh, well, these do kind of match the angle, but then this right here does too. But then, yeah, the river's on the wrong side. Although there's a river right here too. This one's smaller. Oh my god. I think I'm gonna go with. Oh god, this is so tough. I want to get it as right as possible, and I don't know how I feel about doing that.
They did cross a river. I don't think it was this river. I want to say it was this one. They crossed a different. Oh! This one's right. This one's totally right. I didn't see anything else. I didn't see anything else there, but I didn't really turn that way. But if I was correct, I did turn around, and I should have went here. I guess maybe I wouldn't see that. I don't know. But I'm gonna bet, yeah. All of these could definitely also be interchanges. Because they don't really got merging stuff together. So, see, that's another thing to consider. Our road layout is such shit. It's a horrible mess. Let me go with, around here somewhere. I'm gonna put, we had to cross the river right now, but then we were on the bridge, so I'm gonna go right here.
Obviously, I'm going to continue the game. How far was I off? 5.7 miles. It actually was ultra close to downtown. But I was on a bridge, and I did just cross the river. Was it actually this one? I was way up here. Oh, man. Wow. Well, 5 miles off isn't bad. I'm trying to figure it out, though. I was a little bit further north, so I guess I'm looking right here. Right? Yeah. I think I'm up here. But then I see so many different bridges over this. So where actually am I? That doesn't look right at all, does it? I know I didn't head south. And even then, these shouldn't be bridges. So, what? Bridges are obvious when they're going over things. Oh, I guess this is rail yards, isn't it? Why would they have rail yards? I guess it is rails, yeah. Why do they have rail yards going into this? That's a big-ass cemetery. And it looks like its main basis is cement / concrete. But the grass or anything else. You see patches of grass and stuff. Maybe they just have something laid down there? Some cover? Oh yeah, I guess it is. I don't know why that looks so grayed out, like it's a bunch of cement. But I was gonna say, oh, this is huge. It goes on. This place has at least 100,000 people, huh? I feel like I'm on the outskirts of it. And one of the more suburban areas. Cass Street. Is that in blue again? It's either green or blue. I don't know. If I head this way, I'm going to be, I would think, heading further away. It has slight rolling hills, but it's overall pretty flat. So this is probably somewhere in the plains. I did say that before, and it turned out, where was it? I think it actually was the Cleveland thing. That's what it was. Cleveland. There's downtown. Way heckin' gone out there. I don't know why, but off the bat, I felt pretty damn confident that this was probably the outskirts of Omaha. The houses don't look quite right to me, but then again, I might not have seen this area. That is a massive, immense cemetery. Jesus Christ, who needs that big of a cemetery? Fuck, this is 1871? God damn. And the ornateness in the sense of just how massive these things are, like monuments more than headstones. I think this is probably a war veterans memorial. Is probably what it is, or a cemetery for people who were veterans who died in like war or something. Is probably what it is. I don't know which way to go. It also has sort of a Tennessee like vibe just because of the these are cobbled or these brick facades. They're probably actually have a pretty important thing. I think about it. It's probably important to remember that. This house could actually be something to say as well. But where's that? And it's ornate. That design looks similar to ornate as well. Is it just a random culvert over here? No, it's another. It looks like a culvert. I was like, wait, almost a culvert inside your dead people's resting place. Enjoy. It's a glorified ditch, really. Whatever's here was torn out. I think it was probably another house. These are really, yeah, could be the Dakotas too. I don't think it's the Dakotas though. No, yeah, the Dakotas have a slightly different vibe and feel. Look, still could be. I don't think it is though. That skyline is just concealed enough. It's actually a pretty big skyline. This could be the outskirts of Chicago, but then again, the skyline, it's pretty collectively big and central. I don't think that's Chicago at all. It doesn't look Chicago skyline. A bit of a mural. Mural's super, yeah. I went pretty far. It's pretty good. Just keep going. It sprawls that downtown. I wish those damn trees weren't in the way. That'd be super handy. Stansel Electric Company. Alright. Daniel Street. Damn, that's me. Oh no. Okay. Humpty deepy dumpty 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 dump. Dumpy 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 dumpy. Clarksville Parkway. Parkway. I hate it when people put the north, the direction, after the street name. Because up here we don't do that. We have it, well, almost never. We used to have it pretty well reversed. Joyce, that also says Plains, I feel like. Even though I have an Aunt Joyce. Actually, no, I did have an Aunt Joyce. Now that I think about it, she died this year. EBT. Good for you guys. I appreciate that. There's a lot of places that don't want to deal with that shit. But I'm glad that they actually emphasize it, in fact. It's also important with that stuff, it's a completely different topic, but to emphasize that you take EBT, food stamps, because otherwise we have no fucking idea if you do or not, and then you probably won't get any EBT business because of the fact that normally when we don't know, we just don't chance it. Obviously, especially if you have to use your own feet or public transit, but shit here to be able to do anything, to get around. It'd be a waste of a trip. A waste of what little funds you have, so. Good on you guys for that. Robin Hood tires. New and used tires. What do you say about? Oh, so Robin Hood tires. Interesting. Yeah, this is taking longer than Cleveland or the others because I really haven't Cleveland. I just know I know for a fact at this point I'm in the plains. Let's sort of copy it a little bit again. Actually, yeah, you can see a little bit of the red left. You can tell how shitty facades those are. D.B. Todd Jr. Boulevard. Dr. D.B. Todd Jr. Boulevard. That's a doozy, alright? Also, Boulevard is a 2-lane road. And of course, Buchanan. See, if this is officially considered a different city than the whatever has that big ass skyline over here, yeah, I'm screwed. Because Even, I'm just trying to find the damn skyline. I cannot locate it for the life of me. Saga Funeral Home. Alright, that's no trespassing. No loitering. Oh, fuck you guys. Duchess Salon Studios. Something with high standards. Professionals with high standards. Okay. Oh yeah, there's another mural type thing over here. That's pretty nifty. Oh, that's cute. I love that. That's cool. That's a nutty beaver. That's great. This place is definitely nationwide because we have one of these around too with that exact same sign, the exact same place, and it's like the exact same building. It's a total clone. But this is blatantly not around here. I just realized it's like a specific thing. I could just arbitrarily toss a guess. A lot of this Buchanan Street stuff, so obvious business district. Oh jeez. Neogenesis Project. Bus stop. Neogenesis Project. Artificial stop. We say temporary stop here. They have artificial stop. It's a fake stop. You get arrested. Plot twist, you get arrested when you stop wait for a bus there. So it says artificial stop. You didn't pay attention. You're under arrest. It's a fake stop. The rollout. I like the artsiness and designs of the people around here, though. That is really cool. Like, you can tell it's really uncared for and ran down for the most part in this area. Music City. It's Nashville. This is Nashville? Salem Town Board Company. Okay, it's probably out. Well, obviously it's on the outskirts of Nashville. Of course, there's also multiple Nashvilles, so I don't know. Nashville, Tennessee. Because everything's Vol, and it's Ville for some reason to everybody around there. Belmead, Brentwood, Berry Hill. Salem Town. Not just Salem. No, no, no. Salem Town. You see. Ashland City, Juliet, Rural Hill, Laverne, Orrington, Triune, Almaville, Rudderville, Paytonsville, Franklin, River. So it's supposed to be something at least that big, because that, I believe, on Google Maps means it's 100,000 or more. Give me 50,000. That's probably 100,000. Is that the same size? No. Okay, so I think that one's 50,000 or more. This one's 100,000 or more. Bradley, though. I don't see any signs of what I'm looking for with Salem Town. I just know. The darker, I keep bumping my cheek against my mic because I'm so heavily slouched and lent in. You can see the change in shade of gray here. Light gray, darker gray. This typically means this is the city boundaries, but it also can mean that you're heading towards another city with another set of boundaries. So, I don't know. I don't really feel like I'm anywhere near any of those things. And I was right last time with Cleveland saying I was at a slight westerly angle in terms of placement versus looking at their thing. I didn't see the iconic, or the very obvious buildings of Nashville that make you immediately be like, oh, that's Nashville. There's an international airport. It's not to say much though. See, I want so badly to be right that I'm taking, or at least pretty close, that I'm taking so goddamn much time looking around. Wasting everybody else's time away, recording way too much stuff. Oopsies, I didn't mean to do that. Didn't like how far I was out from Weirwood.
Crockett Park. Apply directly to the forehead.
Liberty Pike. Cavercroft. Oh no, Murfreesboro, Royal Oaks, so this is in Franklin, Del Rio, Hillsboro, Boyd Mill, Downs, Del Rio, I think I would say that, Downs again, South Hall, Coleman, Carter's Creek, Pike, Bear Creek, Leapers, Fork. I just want to find something. I am way too determined. I'm spending endless amounts of time here. Just hunting for a familiar label, a familiar name, something. Aha. All I really want is I want to be able to find what I am looking for, but I no can do. Big Station Camp Boulevard. They do love them really long ass names. And they do love calling it everything with 2 lanes of boulevard. I guess I ain't gonna find it. I guess that'd be too easy. Easy. I didn't think about that. Highways also a lot of times have their own names inside of cities as specific roads. So that's something I probably should have thought about. But I didn't. And now I'm sad. I'm sad? I just want to find it. Woe is me. Woe is me. Woe is me. I just want to ride my bicycle. I want to ride my bike. I want to ride my bicycle. I'd like to ride it where I like. I'd like to ride my bike. Alright, well, I've taken about 60,000 years just thumping around in here, and I can't, I'm done. I've spent way too long harping on trying to be ultra specific and getting it absolutely right. So, here goes nothing. Even though I swear this is wrong. Gaze. How fair? 6.2 miles. It was in North Nashville. Really? Really? Okay. It's showing the cemetery is only on one side of the street. Okay. Because, yeah, see, this is what I was talking about. It's listed on one side, but not the other. In terms of colors. So that's why I didn't figure that out. That took way too fucking long. So long. Okay. One more. Just because I'm a masochist, and also there's only 5 per. So, Northeast 15th. There's actually something on that. I think it's actually not just like some sticker. Is that a lilac? No, it's not. Darn, I was hoping it was a lilac. It is interesting though. This is a really roughly done concrete road. Concrete roads are very seldomly used. There is this. Solar panels. I was gonna say that could be an indicator, but it actually doesn't really mean much. 214. If only I was familiar with area codes. 151L. It does sort of have a feel of being northwesty, even though it's flat. Just the way the trees are, like all the different trees and how treated it is, and just all that. However, again, it's flat, and also, where the fuck would you have this? This weird concrete street at? I don't know. The houses don't look quite right either for around here. I mean, they can be found, but they're not usually looking like this. This is usually a little more south when you have this kind of stuff. These kind of houses and those kind of carport covers and stuff. A lot of smog that direction. A lot of smog all directions. Look at this streak of smog from here. You just see how the white slowly fades out, goes all the way to here. Just one little pocket there, and then there's everything over here. So I think this is where the downtown to be closer. Because again, this has to be a city of 100,000 or more. There's also sort of, especially when I face this way specifically, it has a slightly Stockton, California type vibe to it. It's Texas. It's Tejas. But yeah, I was gonna say it does kind of have a Florida vibe to it too. Once I got closer this direction, but it's Tejas. Huh. So I wasn't entirely wrong about it being south. It has a good mix though of vibes, just because of the trees and how treed it is, and just like the way that they have the plantings in the streets and stuff. But yeah. It's Tejas. I didn't know Texas had this like Texas logo all over the place. Interesting. Also, they have just solar panel things all over the place, which is kind of cool. For being a southern state, that's actually pretty interesting. Also, these things are supposed to be for when it gets like icy and or snowy. So it's kind of interesting that they have that there. It's for grip, basically. Those are also really bizarre speed bumps. They look very temporary. They look like they're just mats that are placed down. They are, aren't they? Those are literally just mats. I think they're bolted, though, into it. Are they? Kind of looks like there's bolt patterns all over them. So they could be bolted in, but they're definitely... That's interesting. Interesting spectrum. 855, we now know, is officially... Well, actually, a 214 as well. Actually, yeah, that's probably not right. The 214 apparently is a Texas area code. Smile, you're on Good spelling. Good job, guys. Smile, you're on camera. If we got the E on the end of the apostrophe between the U and the R... So, like, what? Do you even have a life? Oh, God. Kill me. Yeah. Alright, that's promising because this is a school. Hey, that's a bigger building already. Hello? I think something might have fell off somebody's back of somebody's truck. That was, slightly explosive sounding. Sounded a little bit like metal, though, so I think that's what it was. Some metal fell. Sheet metal, probably. Travis. World Language Academy. Now, I do know there is a Travis, a city/town in Texas called Travis, but I don't think this is Travis. It could be. I don't think it is. What do you have up there? The Texas logo. Of course you do. I don't know. It's not a really good-looking logo, honestly. I mean, the fact that states like to corporatize themselves like a big megacorp business. Let's face it, politics runs like big business around here in the country anyway. But Colorado is the state that I always think of when I think of states branding themselves with literal brands like you know, for their states. Like a state, they give themselves a logo for their state. And it's like, what? Oh, it's Grand Prairie. Okay. See, I knew the water tower, especially once I confirmed it was the South. I was going to say where it was. That's a huge thing in the South for this country, is whenever you have that, they always have the city written on the side of the, oh yeah, it says it right there too. On the side of the water tower. At first I thought that was graffiti across it. Grand Prairie. I don't remember where exactly. Thanks. I don't remember where exactly in Tejas that is. That's the thing, though. It's supposed to be 100,000 or more in pop, so I assume it needs to be. Oh wait, no, it's Tyler. I was thinking I'm not Travis. My bad. that was dumb. Okay. I probably should have trusted my hesitation inside of my soul. There, it's just like, no. I think it's around Texas, Grand Prairie. Around Texas. Wow. Good job. You're not having a brain. Around Houston, I think. Either it's up in this area, around more like College Station and stuff. Corpus Christi, or as my mom always calls it, Corpus Crispy. The corpse is crispy. So everybody starts laughing, and then maybe my grandma started saying it too. She's like, you know what, this is fun. Corpse is crispy. Corpse is crispy. Corpse is crispy. I can't even say it because when I try to say it wrong, my brain then autocorrects because it is so dyslexic. Temple and Killeen, which is my mom's favorite areas, two favorite places in Texas to call. She works for a marketing company for real estate, so she grows her favorite places, and those are her favorite places in Tejas to call. Victoria. Alright, Grand Prairie is where? Sugarland, which I always think of when I think of Houston area. And the Woodlands as well. Grand Prairie, maybe actually, you know what? My first instinct, however, was to actually, and I didn't mention this, was actually to think it was one of those ones that are kind of up here, like around Tyler, Longview area. Thought maybe you had one of those, but maybe not. It's Marshall.
No. I don't remember where Grand Prairie is located. But interestingly enough, I do not see it on the map anywhere.
I don't know where you are. Laredo, McAllen. Mom also lives calling McAllen. I was very interested to talk to people that live in Brownsville as well. Big Bend, not in the back. I don't understand it. Why I'm not seeing Grand Prairie anymore. Am I just completely confused? And it actually is like right in the center. We've got Cuidad Juarez and El Paso. But no, you're not gonna have Grand Prairie there. I am lost. I am lost and confused. Lubbock. And then you have Amarillo. I don't know why I was listening to Amarillo. I don't understand how I'm missing it. It does sound like a name that you would expect somewhere around the Houston region. Just sitting here at Grand Prairie, and I'm taking like 70 years to locate where the it is. Missouri City.
What the bahino?
What am I missing? I heard it through the grapevine. Okay, Arlington, Biosway is the law between Dallas and Fort Worth. There's Grand Prairie. Oh! Okay. You're between Arlington and Dallas. Alright, you motherfucker. God damn it. We go Central. It's taking too long. So, 1,300.4 yards from the correct location. Is it by heavenly seats? Very nice. Well, this is going to be a horror show to edit. I don't even know if this is going to make it to YouTube. But if it does, hope you enjoyed. And just about guarantee you that next time around, I am not going to be allowing myself to take remotely as much time as I did today. Unless it's maybe a live stream version. But yeah, because this just took way too long. It took well over an hour. I'm not even sure, like, how much over an hour it took me. I think it actually is closer to 2 hours I might have taken on this. Ugh. That hurts me so deeply. I've hurt my own feelings. Gosh dang it. Enjoy. Hope to see you next video. Stay safe and bye-bye. Yes. Yes. Oh, this kills me inside. It didn't look like Honolulu to me. I didn't see any signs of any landmark terrain. I looked in circles and I saw no signs of hills anywhere. They should have been obvious. They should have been blatantly obvious and just looking and seeing these mountains, and they just weren't there. So I don't understand how the heck that was pulled off, but look at me dead inside.